Hello and welcome back to Beyond the Veil. I'm Sid Tapia and today's topic is pain. We're going off this painting here. It's an oil painting and it's titled Something to Ponder. By the end of this episode, I hope you're able to walk away with a greater sense of empathy, compassion for others and for yourself as well, in regards to maybe some areas of pain that you are going through or have gone through. Now, I'm going to read this poem that I wrote, and the poem's called Something to Ponder. I wrote it after I had finished this painting. It starts, "In the beginning I knew you, walking your adventure so blue. I was here and there all along. I had already written your song. Arrested, you seemed unsure, so with my love I further allured. Now I see you smile, my beloved, the infliction and hurt all covered, never to be remembered, always to be treasured." The painting came about, well, I should say that the poem came about after the painting. It was a sporadic, spontaneous sort of idea that I just thought, I wanted to paint a dark lady, beautiful dark lady. I just simply Google searched something, and then I thought I'd change her around and animate her a little bit, make her eyes a little larger, jawline a bit stronger. I wanted to have someone with an afro as well. And whenever I've looked at people with darker skin, I've always been intrigued. And I'd say it stems from my mum. My mum has extremely dark skin. If you know our kids, they've also got that dark skin. It skipped us, and it's just gone to the kids. But it's a really dark skin, and it's beautiful. My mum has that, and I guess maybe like what people say. The first love that you have is the mum and the dad, and the first female love is the mother, and that's obviously what I've got. So. I wanted to paint something in relationship to that, and I wanted to make it pretty spontaneous. I wasn't really thinking too much about it, but as the painting evolved, I thought, what can I do to add something into it, and what's it actually speaking to me about? And as I was painting it, I did want to show that sense of nakedness, but then I started getting all this imagery and remembrance of things that I had seen growing up. And unfortunately, like my mom has had one of the hardest lives I know of. I may share that one day with her permission, but it's very tragic in many ways, and extremely painful. If I were to think about it more, it would definitely start bringing me to tears. But I've seen it firsthand. I've been the recipient of that pain as well, which has helped me to understand as well and find forgiveness. But as I was painting this and seeing that, a whole lot of things started springing up, and even a movie sprang up to me. The movie, I don't know if you've seen an old movie called Roots, which was a very confronting film as well. And I started painting and seeing that this pain had that sense of melancholy and sadness within the eyes, but within that there was beauty in the overall creation of it all. And I think what happens there is that all of creation is beautiful because it's made in the image and likeness. Well, humans are made in the image and likeness of God, but every bit of creation points to a creator, and not just a creator but the creator, and it has this wonderful, splendid, awe-inspiring detail to it. A whole lot of things could be said. And when I think of someone who's gone through some of the most pain, I think of my mom, actually, because I know the pain she's suffered, and to this day I guess physically is suffering in some ways. And we all have our fair share of pain. I won't get into that story too much now, because I want to talk about the subject of pain, because you out there have your understanding of pain. And we're not here to play games of like, my pain's worse than that person's and this and that. We all have our relative fair share of pain, and it hurts. It causes us to break down, to cry, to want to end this life, to want to escape, to want to drown it down in some form of substance, or escape in some way, form or shape. and not confront that pain, and just seek that pleasure or that brighter outlook. And within this painting, I started seeing that I try to make it beautiful in some ways by adding certain colors, like some colors that I like some of the steel blues and the teal steel blues, and a bit of that dirty sort of pink. But then when it came to, I didn't want to sexualize the painting. What I mean by when I say sexualize, I didn't want to draw any type of like eroticism to it. I wanted, in regards to the breast, I deliberately cut the nipple area off, and what I wanted to create there was to show that infliction, to show that pain. And I touched upon that in the poem where it says, arrested you seemed unsure, so with my love I further allured. That's speaking about being arrested within our own life and being confronted by love, by God, by forgiveness, by this idea of like a greater horizon, something greater and better out there. And it's like you're arrested in that. And it says, arrested you seemed unsure, so with my love I further allured. It's like love, beauty, God's love, God's spirit, God's creation, the way we see things, the love of others around us, it allures us. It brings hope to us. It causes us to be optimistic. And and it says, I further allured, now I see you smile, my beloved, the infliction and hurt all covered. So drawing closer to love, drawing closer to God, receiving forgiveness through Christ, that ultimately washes us clean. And it says the hurt all covered, like it's all covered, it's all gone with. I know I've obviously experienced that, and I can't deny that, and millions out there can't deny that either, that understand that love and forgiveness, that gift of grace. And within this, I wanted to show that there is that pain, there's that sense of, even if going back to the movie Roots, it talks of slavery, and it's detestable to see how human beings can want to take advantage of vulnerability and beauty and want to take control over it and somehow destroy it, but ultimately it will fail. Even if visibly and presently it looks like there's destruction going on, in no way, form or shape, even logically in this world, can it overcome, because darkness never overcomes light. The moment the lights are on, the darkness flees. Even in moments like this, or moments of, say, slavery or torment or pain, things that we go through and endure, those storms that we're going through or have gone through, we hold out and the sun shines through, the light endures, even if we've lost all hope. We just got to hold on, as cliche as it sounds. So yeah, this painting, something to ponder. It's I want it to be something to ponder. I was hoping that when people would look at this painting, that they would gaze upon it and see a beauty and a sadness, possibly pain or a hope, a sense of melancholy, but to be able to identify with that within their own life. But to look at it and realize that, hey, it may not be the most joyful, happiest painting, but hey, you know, that's part of life as well. So yeah, that's about it. That's about it. It is signed, by the way, just there. Like, you probably see it on the close-up, but I didn't want to add the signature there. I thought it just, I don't know, I thought it would just kind of take it away from something to ponder. So thank you. We'll see you on the next one. Like and subscribe. And yeah, feel free to throw those comments in if you've got more questions. I'll look at getting around to answering them, and really appreciate you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.